Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt Baber, aka Smooth Ocean, bringing you an Evolve gameplay and commentary. First off, I'm going to show you a little trick I like to do on Wraith. When Wraith is really high up in the air, he does not leave footprints on the ground. So I like to use my Warp Blast combined with my traversals to get away from the starting gate. I feel like it's a little faster than sneaking. I don't do it every game, just some games. Now, I've started a time-lapse on this video, and you're probably wondering why, and here's why, guys. In a Wraith Utopia, hunters will split up, and you'll be able to sneak up on them and pick someone off, but this is not usually the case I've found in Silver League. I'm not showing this game because it's super action-packed, but more so that it is a realistic, real-to-life game of what I mainly experienced in my Wraith games today, especially in Silver League. Most hunters will do they have a few strategies. They will either not hunt you at all, and they will just sit at the base, wait for you to hit stage 3, and then they will just fight you there. They have enough confidence that they can just fight you at level 3 and beat you. And most of them can. A lot of them can. Not always. I'm sure there are some really great Wraith players out there that have no problem rolling people in Silver League, on Wraith without having to sneak up and catch them off guard. This is not the case in this game. The other strategy is they might hunt you for level 1, and as soon as you evolve, they will cease to hunt you, which is what happens in this game. The hunters stop hunting me, and here in a moment I'm going to realize it when no one's come to look for me, that they are just sitting at the base, and I'm going to go check it out and see if that is in fact what they are doing. So just shielding up, getting that evolve meter a little full, but since I already have full health, I'm going to go ahead and just go and peek in at level 2, because you get a little bit of health back when you evolve. So might as well just go see if that's what they're doing, and it is in fact what they are doing. Going to slow the video down a little bit here, and here we go. Here's a fight. Trying to do the Wraith thing and sneak up on them best I can for a bunch of people that are grouped up ready for me, waiting for me to show up. Here we go, gonna try and jump on the trapper, even though I'm not too worried necessarily about being domed or trapped at this point. Going for the medic would probably be just as good, or maybe going for Sunny, but just gonna use my moves, trying to put out some damage, trying to get a strike. As Wraith, getting strikes on people is so nice late game, just because he's such an assassin. It's so easy to just pick someone off real quick, run in there and warp blast, and boom, they're gone. And then pick them off later game. Worry about killing them later game. So leaving the area, gonna go ahead and evolve. They're not chasing me. They're just sitting at the base. And like I said, while some people might argue that this is boring and not fun, this is a very relevant, very good strategy for the hunters. No one gets picked off. No one gets pulled deep into the jungle or caught off guard. It makes it very difficult as a Wraith player to get in there and do damage to the team and win. Wraith has the least amount of health, the least amount of shield. It's hard to get in there and stand toe-to-toe with the hunters for too long, especially if they can just kite you around the whole fight like the hunters tend to do. The hunters, that's what they want to do. They want to bounce you around a lot of times if they can to try and even out that damage. It's right here going for the medic, trying to get the medic down, and feel like if I can get some strikes on the medic, then that'll at least help my late game fight. Getting the trapper down at this point is not going to help too much. The support, maybe. Assault's always awesome to get down, but it's just not very practical. Everyone's going to be helping the assault to stay alive, plus he has his own personal shield. It's just very difficult to do. The medic is often a good choice because they run around and it makes it difficult for them to heal anyone. At the same time, while you're chasing the medic around, everyone else that actually does damage on the team is doing damage to you. So it's a trade-off, but I feel like it's a good option. Some people might like going for the support every time they're in a fight first. It just depends. I don't always go for the same person. It just depends on the character makeup of the team most of the time and who's around, who has damage already dealt to them, if anyone has a strike on them. It's very, very game to game, and it just depends. So just trying to get that strike, trying to do something here, losing a lot of health. Like I said, this is the Wraith struggles in Silver League and probably higher up, I'm not quite sure, is that it's hard to trick people. You can't just rely on grabbing them out of the jungle anymore and them not seeing the windup on your animation, them shooting at the decoy and thinking it's the real thing. It just doesn't, people get used to it and higher level of play, and they don't fall for that stuff anymore. It's just hard to trick anyone. And while Wraith doesn't necessarily have to trick anybody to win the game, it's a big part of his it's a big part of his build, of his skill set, is being an assassin and catching people off guard. So right here, shielded back up, got a buff. Always nice to fight with a buff if possible. Gonna go back in for fight 2. Throwing out the clone early on to get myself in a better position to try and grab this medic, do damage to the medic. He has the strike on him. Gonna try and down him first. Throwing out all my abilities, all my bursts. Warp Blast, I like to max out Warp Blast and Supernova. That's very good damage. There goes a nice abduction miss, way, way off into the range. I put 2 points into abduction this game. Abduction's really nice, getting that speed on there, being able to grab people. Like I said, especially people that are looking for it. It's very hard. You have to be fast. You have to be so fast, or else they will just jetpack to the side and dodge it. It's super easy to see the animation for most of Wraith's moves. So right here, they're getting the medic back up, and I'm out of shield and I'm domed. So not the best, but we're gonna just make it work because, well, we have to. So gonna use the invisibility here, put out a clone, try and pounce on the support, and try and get him down. Oh, that shield plus that heal. Oh, it's so much. Need to get that medic. You need to get that medic out of the game. Assault pops in out of nowhere. Medic healing himself. Just using my moves, using my burst, trying to get him down. Trying to get someone down. Very low on life at this point. But if I can get some people down, get them on respawn, get some shield back up, then can make it happen. But right here, it's such a close game. Such a close game. Everyone's down but the Trapper. Last person alive, Trapper. Does he have the damage? He did not this game, but most of the time they do, guys. And like I said, it's very hard, I found personally, for me to win Wraith games when people perform that strategy. It's just, I don't play Wraith well enough. I find more consistent wins on other monsters a lot of times, and I just opt to go that route. So, always GG the other team. Thank you guys for watching.